The Church teaches that families are the future, society's foundation, where life's most crucial lessons pass along one generation to the next. With our faith's particular commitment to the vulnerable and to the poor, families in need get particular attention from the Church. 1 in 4 Connecticut households have an income above the poverty level, but still struggle to meet basic needs. To support them, Catholic Charities and other agencies and programs funded by your generosity to the Archbishop's annual appeal help build strong families. That's something especially needed in these challenging times. There's a new and growing crisis for young Americans. They're dying at a rate not seen since the Vietnam War. But they are not casualties of combat. They're dying here on our streets, in our neighborhoods, of drug overdoses, alcoholism, mental illness, and suicide. In much of the United States, it's at twice the rate of the 1980s. Experts estimate only about 10% of the millions who need it are getting substance abuse treatment at a specialty facility. But your donations to the Archbishop's annual appeal are helping to reach out and heal an addicted generation. For the last 40 years, the McCall's Center for Behavioral Health in Torrington has been helping people and their families.
We have been serving Litchfield County for all of that time in the capacity of prevention, treatment, and dedication to community for mental health and substance use issues.
Maria says addiction is a chronic disease like diabetes or heart disease that can also have devastating consequences.
What's really tough right now is that relapse in 2017, 2018 from an opioid use disorder can spell the end. It can be death. And so we've seen that here too with people who we've grown very close to and cared for, loved, and this disease is so powerful. It has taken some really beautiful people too early.
But Maria says without the donations from the Archbishop's annual appeal, the center wouldn't be able to continue servicing those in need.
It helps in concrete ways because it's very difficult right now in the nonprofit world to continue to keep our doors open with constant cuts to the state budget, and we're very reliant on those state dollars to help continue services. We don't turn anybody away because of an inability to pay. And so overall operating costs, really just making ends meet.
After battling drug addiction for the last 10 years, Christine Della Valle has been sober for 9 months and says the McCall's Center has always been there to help her.
I felt old at first because I'm 44 years old, and seeing all the young girls in there, that I made a decision in detox that I would never be in this place again, that I would never let this happen again. And I saw how much that there's so many young people out there that need help.
Her addiction also took a toll on her 2 sons.
Yeah, you know, when you see your mom making big mistakes, having to put her to bed because she's passed out, or my little one who's 10, you don't think he really noticed, but little things, you know, like, well, when we go to the movies, mom's always asleep, or mom doesn't come out of the bedroom for a couple days. And now that I'm sober and I'm paying attention to his schoolwork and stuff like that, he's like, Mom, you're being too protective. And it's like, no, I'm doing what a mom is supposed to do.
For the second year in a row, over $1 million has been given to local, community-based organizations through the Vicariate Outreach Program funded by the Archbishop's annual appeal.
My 23-year-old, you know, he looks at me and he goes, it's nice to have my mom back. That makes it right there.